Upgraded, but upside down shocks. Stock tires, holding up really well. I did replace the front tire at about 500 miles. This scooter has 2,000 miles on it. And these are my upgraded dual piston rims. What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? I'm Yogi Steve, and you're watching the first episode of the EMOVE Roadrunner Academy. It's going to be all about the EMOVE Roadrunner, the Roadrunner Pro, the Roadrunner V1 and V2, as well as the Roadrunner SE edition. Please like, subscribe, set your notification for the live stream. Use my bonus code ELECTRICSCOOTERACADEMY to get $50 off the Roadrunner Pro or the V2. That really helps the channel. Use the link in description. I was one of the earliest owners of both Roadrunner models. I got the Roadrunner V1 soon after release. This is the Roadrunner Pro, what we're going to mostly talk about today. This is the bigger, faster Roadrunner. I got one of the first Roadrunners in Los Angeles for sure. This is one of the original models. We are going to talk about some modifications and upgrades that I've made with the scooter. Make sure you join EMOVE Roadrunner Academy. That's my group to teach you about the Roadrunner. If you have any problems, we can help you there. If you have any modifications that you're trying to do or you have done and you want to share, that's the perfect place for it. But please join the Facebook group. That's sort of the center of the EMOVE Roadrunner universe. I've been with the Roadrunner since its inception. I had one of the very first V2s, which was actually called the V1 at the time. I remember the day where Levin, the head tech from Vora Motors, brought me the scooter on the back of his car. A very, very exciting day for me because I always wanted something small and fast, just like the Roadrunner Pro. I find the line to be infinitely interesting. If you go to the Roadrunner group on Facebook, you're going to see some unbelievable modifications, simple stuff where people are just altering the appearance of the vehicle, to more complicated stuff where people are adding bigger, faster motors, bigger batteries. Although we're going to talk mostly about the Pro today. This is the model you're going to get if you want to go fast. This is basically faster than a stock Sur-Ron for about half the price. The scooter can do at least 50 miles per hour. I would say if you're 180 pounds or less, you're definitely going to get 50 miles per hour on this. As you get heavier, you're going to get slightly lower top speeds. The scooter's got incredible acceleration. I leave this scooter mostly in lower modes for me so I don't burn out the front tire. This scooter has unbelievable acceleration. Your first time on the Roadrunner Pro is going to find you screaming with joy, especially if you've never driven this fast. Even though we call it an electric scooter, what I really like about it is it's really a small electric bike or small electric motorcycle, because you're not sitting upright like you do on a traditional electric scooter with that straight pole stem seat that we all have on a regular scooter. You sit in a more conventional, ergonomically correct riding position on these small Roadrunners. The Pro is my go-to model if I want to go out and go fast, have fun. I also do some delivery shifts on this. Those are super fun. The scooter can conquer pretty much any hill in the neighborhood. 2 high wattage dual motor engines. It comes stock with hydraulic brakes that are pretty good. I upgraded my brakes for under $100. These dual piston zooms, a pretty easy modification. I am going to give you a detailed look at maintenance, repair, and modification of the vehicle. Only modifications I have on here is these are not stock shocks. These are about $70 shocks that I added myself. As a matter of fact, probably this episode, I'm going to show you how to do your first modification because I'm stupid. I actually installed these upside down. They're working fine, but we have to turn them around. So that'll be the first modification I'm going to show you. And if you're buying a Roadrunner Pro, stock modification is the #1 thing, especially if you're above 150 pounds. Very, very easy to do. If you want better brakes, it's pretty easy to put on upgraded brakes as well. I'm going to teach you how to do all that on the channel. I'm going to point you to the Facebook group where they're already doing that if you want to get a jump on it. This channel is going to be about the Pro, the V2, and the SE. The V2 is the smaller model. I use that a lot for local chores around town. It has a 35 mile per hour top speed, but much more subdued acceleration, also a much lower price point. You can get that V2 for as low as $1,400. These are going to run you like $2,500, $2,600. I don't even consider the V2 and the Pro to be in the same class at all, even though they're both Roadrunners. They're both very, very different. The V2 is more of a fast commuter scooter for me, and the Pro is more of a fun, let's rip up the ground, super fast, high-speed electric scooter. I'm really out here today to do some chores. So we're gonna go pick up some groceries. I'm gonna take you on a ride there, give you some road footage. But please join the EMOVE Roadrunner Academy on Facebook for more information. Use my bonus codes, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for joining me. Let's hit the road. Pretty easy on off button, just hold this button for like 2 seconds. I guess they call that a long hold. And then changing gears up and down, pretty simple. I'm gonna put it in second gear, then hold the M button for a couple of beats to put it in dual motors. I only ride it in dual motors. And until I hit the streets, like I really keep it in second mode. This is second mode, it's fast enough for driving around. Once you put it in third, you're going super fast. Forget about fourth and fifth are really just for having fun in my mind. Like I really drive this scooter in the low 30 mile per hour range. It doesn't really need to go faster. We're not going on the freeway or anything like that. But I would say the Roadrunner Pro is like the closest thing to like maybe very similar to a Grom. How fast does an unmodified Grom go? It's definitely faster than a non-modified Suron, although we know that most e-bike guys modify their vehicles, which is kind of like the spirit of the Roadrunner line. So many of these are out there modified. But now we're going to go down Highland. Now I flip it into third so I don't have to worry about that car next to me, get ahead of him. Now we're in third and we're flying down Highland. We're going to Target. We're just doing some grocery shopping. I'm trying to avoid eating out. This is my go-to vehicle for going out and either having fun or doing chores. I definitely take it out to my group rides. I just love sitting down. You know, I stand up on all my other scooters for work. That's where I put in tons and tons of mileage. And right now, you know, to be honest with you, my left knee is bothering me from standing up so much. So I'm going to put in a lot of miles on the Roadrunner so I can find myself resting my knee rather than standing up the entire time. On this vehicle, I tend to drive it a little more legally. Like, try not to run lights too much because it looks a little too much like a motorcycle, right? I do a decent amount of lane splitting on this. Sometimes I feel like I want to modify the handlebars to something shorter. I like the ride style of wider handlebars, but I know there's at least a couple of guys that have shortened their handlebars simply just for like lane splitting. Like right here, I would normally go in between these cars, but we'll go this way instead. Oh, look how busy Hollywood Boulevard is. Yeah, this is definitely the type of vehicle you want to have out here. You don't want to be sitting out here in traffic. I like doing delivery shifts on the Roadrunner Pro. It's super fun. Come on, guys. What are we doing? We're stuck here. Boom, third gear. Let's go. All right, so we're going to Target, which is actually right up here. So I want to get to a spot where I can jump the curb. It's pretty unbelievably busy, and there's a cop car right here too, but well, there's a bunch of cops, but we're not really doing anything wrong by doing this. Put it in low gear for riding around here. Like when I ride around here, my feet are basically just walking on the ground. I don't want to take a chance with any of these fucking zombie tourists. All right, now we're going to Target. The Roadrunner Pro is ultra fast off the line. In order to avoid ripping up the front tire, what I usually do is I put it in second gear. There's a police right there too, so I don't want them to hear me spinning tires. I put it in second till I get some takeoff, then I put it in a third, and if I want to race, I put it in a fourth. Maybe fifth. Still can't catch a car, but this scooter can easily reach 50 miles an hour in like 2 fucking seconds. That's 40. Remember, we're going uphill too. All right, low 40s, fourth mode, but we're trying to pull over here, so that's that.
We just decided on cremation so that we could breathe our whole lives. Drug use, she was a 16-year-old young girl who went to sleep.
If they lose to death, they're trying to get 10 more. And